Hi, I'm Dr. Shivani. I'm passionate about children's health and well being. My current mission is to empower parents with evidence based information so that they can make decisions for their children confidently. Today, I want to talk about purple crying with a brief look at shaken baby syndrome, which can lead to abusive head trauma. This video is for parents, other caregivers, as well as mothers. Without the knowledge of purple crying, babies are at a higher risk of undergoing abusive head trauma at the hands of their caregivers. Fathers and other male caregivers are found to be the primary perpetrators of abusive head trauma. Unfortunately, the burden of educating caregivers and teaching parenting strategies falls onto mothers who are already undergoing a lot of physical and mental health changes at this stage. So if you know someone that is going to have a baby, forward this video to them so they can understand what purple crying is and what strategies they can apply if this happens to their baby. This way, we can ensure that the burden to educate doesn't all fall onto the mothers. Let's look at the statistics. 50 out of 100,000 babies are diagnosed with shaken baby syndrome globally. 25% of these babies actually die. These are numbers that are lower than the incidence of shaken baby syndrome because not all of the incidents are reported and also some of them are misdiagnosed. You can now pause the video and read the statistics from around the world that's on your screen now. Let's talk about purple crying. And don't worry, it does not mean that your baby will turn purple. In one sentence, purple crying means that your baby does not stop crying no matter what you do, and it lasts for a certain period of time. This naturally builds frustration in parents and caregivers and puts the baby at risk of being shaken. Now let's look at the acronym PURPLE. P stands for peak of crying. Your baby will cry more and more with each passing week. It will peak around 2 months of age and it will dial down by 3 to 5 months of age. U stands for unexpected. Crying happens randomly and there is no logic to it. You will not be able to figure out why your baby is crying. R stands for resisting soothing. You may do everything you can think of, you may do all the right things, but your baby will not stop crying. P stands for pain-like face. Your baby may look like they're in pain even when they're not. L stands for long-lasting. Your baby may cry up to 5 hours a day or sometimes maybe more. E stands for evening. The crying may be more in late afternoon or during evening periods. The word period means that the crying has a beginning and an end. Healthy babies cry a lot, ranging from 1 to 2 hours a day, can last up to 6 hours a day. The exact reason for why purple crying occurs is actually not known, but there are a few theories for this. Their nervous systems are still developing, which makes them more sensitive to noises, sounds, and other stimulus in the environment. Crying is how your baby communicates. They may be crying to express discomfort, hunger, tiredness, or overstimulation. We know that babies grow up so fast, and this may lead to increased fussiness as they adapt. And lastly, their gut is still pretty immature, which may cause discomfort from gas or bloating. If your baby is currently crying and you're trying to help them soothe, here are a few techniques that you can quickly try. You can try skin-to-skin contact, a warm bath. Maybe you can try to swaddle them. You can try the 3 S's, shushing, swaddling, and swinging your baby. Take your baby outside for a drive in a car seat, or you can go out for a walk. Lastly, checking your baby for physical cues. Are they hungry? Do they need a nappy change? Make sure that you look from top to toe to see if there's any hair ties, anything causing constriction in their arms or in their genitalia. If you want to know more ways to soothe your crying baby, we've attached a link to a previous video in the description below. Now, you may have done everything that you can think of. You may have done everything right and your baby is still crying. What do you do at this point? Check in with yourself. Are you feeling frustrated? Are you feeling overwhelmed? You probably are, and it's completely natural. Place your baby in a safe space like their cot and walk out of the room, walk away, take a few minutes to do breath work. Once you're feeling calmer, go back to your baby and try some soothing techniques. Ask for help from your friends or your family. It's always better to step away, and remember to never shake your baby. I want you to know that it's completely normal to feel angry and frustrated if your baby won't stop crying no matter what you do. Anyone in your place would feel the same way. It can be so frustrating for you if your baby is crying more than you expected, and this may be feeling harder than you thought it was going to be. You may feel like you're doing something wrong. You may also feel like you're being a bad parent. Some parents even report feeling like a failure. You're probably really tired right now. Some parents feel like they can't look after their baby when this happens. You need to remember that you're doing your absolute best. It's okay to feel angry and frustrated and all the other feelings that come with it. It's important what you do in these moments. So it's important that you take a break and step away. We'll talk about shaken baby syndrome in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope that this video was informative and helpful and not too overwhelming. I'll see you next time. Be kind to yourself.